In this video, we're taking a field trip to see how over $1 million in machines were used to make my kitchen doors and drawer fronts. And if you haven't watched the video that came out a couple days ago where I made the actual cabinet carcasses and drawers, pause this one, open another browser window, watch it, come back, watch this, I'll wait. Okay, now let's go. It's 6:30 a.m. I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning. I do not like getting up this early, but it's for a good reason because we are heading up to Michigan to go check out the manufacturing process for our kitchen cabinet doors at Rehau's manufacturing plant. We're gonna get to see the whole industrial manufacturing process, how all the big machines work. Should be a lot of fun. Apparently they're gonna do all the kitchen doors today. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, we are excited to see the kitchen doors come together. And we tried to beat traffic, but as they say, the best laid plans. It's gonna be a little bit late, I think. Hopefully they'll wait for us. We just arrived at Rehau's facilities here in Sturgis, Michigan. We got Kristen, our lovely host, who's gonna be showing us around. And we got to put on our safety gear before we go around the industrial machinery.
Nifty little steel toe safety covers.
Toes to go. Safety first.
Doc Martens are coming back in style, so this might be the new, it's like portable Doc Martens. Ready to rock.
We're heading to the stock room on the way. So heading down this way, we're getting into the big machines where they cut down all the doors and drawer fronts and do all the high-tech edge banding, which is far beyond what I'm gonna be able to do in my shop. All right, and OSHA, this is okay, right? You guys are gonna have to bear with me. We are in a manufacturing facility, so I'm just gonna be totally yelling over the sounds in here, and hopefully y'all will hear me okay. So it looks like we're already cutting down the doors. So this is a material, Revisio Noir After Dark. So a little bit about the saw behind me. Basically, it is like the most expensive table saw I've ever seen. I asked the guys if I could say how much it cost, and they said, sure. It was about $250,000 for that thing. It automates everything. Pretty incredible piece of machinery. So it's roughly, I'd say, a 15-foot bed there, and that allows you to cut huge pieces of material. The saw blade actually moves mechanically across to do the cutting. So you get a super precise cut that way, and it just automates and makes everything completely safe because there's no hands near the blade. I love the LEDs here. Gotta love that. Table saw runs that way, slices a door, pushes the next one through. I think this looks like it's gonna be the pantry door. It's color coded here, and the yellow is what you're supposed to do right now, and then the blue actually tells you the next part that's being cut. So you can kind of see one step ahead by the blue color coding in this software. And the other thing I noticed is that for how much material is being cut, there is no dust in here. The dust collection is amazing. The entire back bed of this is probably a 20 by 20 foot bed. It's got what's called a plenum at the bottom, and it's just sucking all the dust from the saw into that, collecting everything. So there's like zero dust coming out of that machine. This machine right here is the edge banding machine, and we're behind it right now. They don't normally let people back here, so it's pretty cool we're getting to see this. They have this thing custom made by a company called Styles, who's also located here in Michigan. This is just an impressive piece of machinery. And just in case you were thinking of getting one of these in your home, it ain't cheap. This machine ran them about
$1 million.
money well spent, I think, though, because the doors it puts out are really freaking cool. The process it uses is proprietary, but it's using a hot air process. And it's a polypropylene material that actually bonds to the wood. So it's going to be a much better bond, much more durable and rugged than your normal sort of glue edge banding that, well, you'll see me do that at home on the cabinet carcasses. This is like the AI 21st century version of Henry Ford assembly line. It starts off, you got the piece that goes through on the conveyor belt. The first section here is where the edge banding is actually applied, and they use hot air to adhere the edge banding to the door. It comes down here, it goes through 3 different phases of trimming to trim it gradually down to the perfect height. Then over here, it's gonna square off everything, make sure the door is perfectly square. And then the last phase over here is where they actually are gonna put a custom bevel. And we'll look at some examples in a minute, but apparently this machine, you just hit a little button and it can dial in different types of bevels on the door. Super cool. Got the first pieces here coming off the assembly line, finished and done, and whew, that looks so nice. I wish you guys could feel this because it's so silky smooth, and what's amazing is it's like doesn't leave fingerprints. I am so excited to get these things installed. So we got guys over here behind me who are packing everything up. I'm gonna get out of their hair, let them finish up with the rest of the doors, and we will meet those doors and you back in Chicago in a couple days to check out the finished results. Before we get further, a quick message from this video's amazing sponsor, ARIAT Work. In what's becoming somewhat of a holiday tradition, they're asking me just to forgo the usual ad read mumbo jumbo and do a giveaway instead. I've got 2 $100 gift certificates to give to you guys to enter. All you gotta do is leave a comment with the text ARIAT Work in the comments below. 24 hours after the video goes live, I will pick a winner and make a community post to announce the winner, so keep your eye out there if you enter. And the reason we're doing a quick turnaround with the contest is I want the winners to have a shot at shopping ARIAT Works' amazing Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, which are their best deals of the year. So winner or no, if you're in the market for some quality workwear or want to buy some quality workwear, if you're somebody on your holiday shopping list, there's a link to the sales in the description below. And I wear their stuff every day in the workshop, so I can attest to its durability. Much love to ARIAT Work for supporting this community, doing the giveaway, and now let's get back to the video.
The world is spinning and I'm dizzy staring at the stars. I left the pages in my sky. Find me on your way out, I'll be right here.
So you can see the line right there where the garage is, and it just fits in there. Rehau included some extra pieces of their material that had been edge banded with their $1 million machine when they delivered the doors, and that's going to allow us to do a really fun comparison to see how these hold up compared to my edge banding that I did myself with the process you saw in the last video. So I'm actually pretty proud of the edge banding skills, and I think that look-wise, I'm pretty close to what they get out of the factory. Although they can dial in a really nice radius to the edges that's totally consistent and even, and they can change it to whatever they want, and they can also do bevels, which I can't do. There's definitely an advantage there. But I think the real difference will probably be in durability. So first test, we're just gonna take a hammer to each and see how they perform. So we'll start with a piece that I edge banded, and see how that does. Okay, definitely dense. I hit one good, ooh, yeah. I want to see what a factory edge does. Okay. So it does chip, but it doesn't tear out nearly as much as mine does. The last thing I'm going to do is just use a chisel and try to get the edge banding to peel away from the board. And I'm going to try that with and without a heat gun, because I think with a heat gun, you should see a definite difference in delamination between the glue-on edge banding and the polypropylene material. It's almost like a welded plastic on the edge. First up, we're going to go with DIY edge banding. I really can't get it away with the chisel, no matter what I'm trying. Now let's see what happens if we just apply a little heat to the edge and see if we get more delaminating. You can already see it starts buckling with just a little bit of heat. I don't even need a chisel. It can just come right off. Now let's see how the $1 million machine edge banding does with heat. There's no way I'm going to be able to get it off with the chisel because it is welded to the top piece of laminate. They've just become one piece of material. Let's see though, can I undo the weld with heat? I don't see anything coming up. It is on there solid. The heat is making no difference at all. So that begs the question, is going with the $1 million machine worth it? Well, if you're doing a kitchen right, I think it is, because it's definitely a bit more durable. It looks a bit nicer, and those little touches are what really sets the kitchen apart. There's always going to be price, you got to consider that, but you're not paying for the $1 million machine. And next up in the building renovation, I'll be installing all the cabinets. For those of you that asked, yes, there will be toe kicks, even though we didn't show them in the last cabinet video. I'm also gonna be making the concrete countertops for the kitchen. And I'm pretty excited about the countertops because concrete work is near and dear to me. It was kind of the start of this whole channel, so it takes me back to my roots. I know this video is a little different than my typical videos, so please do let me know what you think, good and bad. Don't worry, no dramatic changes. I'm not changing the format of the channel, but if people do like this video, then I might try to work in some more quick vloggy style videos in the future. Thank you all for watching. Like, sub, bell, you know the drill. That's it for this time, and I will see you guys next time.